Good evening, good evening, good evening. Noswitha, Croiser. Welcome back to the channel. Here we are again. Once again, Puzzle Combat, Farmer Ben, blah, 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 blah. Just wanted to say I've gone through and replied to all my messages on YouTube for about the last 6 months, which took quite a while, I suppose. But thank you very much for all the lovely comments about things. My divorce, the ongoing saga that is, which has not moved anything since I complained about it about 3.5 weeks ago, so I'm still no further forward with that. Yay! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yes, I know I ranted a bit, and most people actually seem to support the rant, so that was nice to hear. Lovely to hear some very flattering comments. Although I was a little bit hurt by somebody who, when I said I'd made a mistake, and I said, I must be getting old. He said, "You mean older," which I thought, you cheeky. Anyway, never mind. Let's not dwell on that. I did actually think it was quite funny, so hats off to him. Anyway, there we are. So let's carry on with the raid tournament, which is why we're here. People were asking about why you could take greens. Well, you can't take reds. On a defence team, it makes no odds, but I wouldn't recommend going for an all-green attack team. Though I don't think my defence team has held up terribly well. In fact, it's held up really badly, which is unusual. Normally, we've had other tournaments, which is 5-star reds, and that's worked. I'm guessing it's probably because it's charged attack rather than bloody metal. Charged attack, maybe you need to rethink my existing strategy. Brandyman, I would say, has gone for the wrong tank, although Tannenbaum is a good tank, and the charged attack thing could work in his favour. I'm going to go for the green 5 in a row because it's just sitting there. Then this move will open up at least, hopefully, enough purple tiles to finish off Tannenbaum. There we are. So with him out of the way, opens up some big holes in their team. There we are. Somebody described, Nickster, I think it was, described me as a free spirit, which I thought was lovely. I was like, oh. But, yeah, rather than a wage slave, which is exactly what I am. There we go. We work every day. And I get poorer, it seems. Every day my costs seem to constantly be going up, whilst my assets and everything else seem to constantly be going down. But there we are. This is true of millions around the world. We are all getting poorer and poorer and poorer, except for those poor billionaires who, they're really the ones who are suffering, the ones at the top who don't pay any tax, or pay less tax than me. So there we are. Not that I'm saying the system's broken at all. Although, actually, let's be honest, I clearly am. The system is totally broken. When you have billionaires who, most of whom, and I'm not going to be funny, most of them haven't earned the money. They're not geniuses. They're not. Look at Elon Musk. I mean, everyone's like, look at Elon Musk. He's the cleverest man alive. And then look what happened when he bought Twitter. He suddenly revealed himself to be an idiot and just somebody who is. Well, basically, he's just corrupt, just manipulated the stock market to make himself look more successful than he is, when he already inherited millions, when he was from just the joys of being born as the son of a wealthy diamond miner. There we go. Anyway, this is unfortunately true of a lot of these people who claim to be self-made billionaires, and when you actually look into it, what they mean is that they've made some money on what they inherited. And that's about it. And very often that money is made by dodging taxes, corrupt actions, and stock buybacks and things like that. So just not producing anything, just very cunningly manipulating the financial markets and exploiting idiots. Which, is what crypto was all about, really, isn't it? Give me some money for this thing which I'm telling you is worth something. And people are like, yeah, I'll do that. It's got to be worth something because he says it's worth something. He's like, yeah. I think this is going to fall apart, and sure enough, there we are. It hurts being right. Oh, excuse me. I'm drinking me coffee as I'm talking. Right, there we are. Here we go. Top 10% hanging on in here. Going to swap this run round again. I would say none of these players have gone for the right team. Somebody point out you can mitigate it by taking more than one of the colour that you can't stack against, but it's not necessarily best to have them as a tank. I would say it probably is best to have them as a tank. Have them as a tank and one other rather than two places. Because if you look at the board, you can see there's what have we got? You've got 7 columns of tiles, and of those 7 columns, the middle 3, so this one, and this one, all hit the tank. So the chances are, if you do most moves, at least one of them is going to hit the tank. which is why I would say, which is why the tank is the most important one in terms of who is going to get hit by what tiles and so on. Now this one's not going very well. Very poor tiles in terms of purples, which is what obviously I need. Then the damage will be split, because obviously Tannenbaum will then split the damage. I'm going to blow the green grenade because it should charge my Vittoria with a bit of luck. It does mean that the purple tiles hitting Tannenbaum also do extra damage to everybody else. So that's the downside of Tannenbaum when he's colour stacked against. Don't know, this is where I get into this whole dodgy, that sounds weird. They've got dodge thing. And then this time, you know, they had a chance to dodge and most of them didn't dodge, which there are definitely other days where it's been like, I think they have a chance, they've got a 5% chance of dodging and they all dodge. And that didn't happen here. So there we are. Strange. Quelle étrange. Anyway, Simone down. Bye. Right, there we are. So let's carry on into the next one. 2 to go, so it's probably not worth 75 gold to carry on, even if I do fail here. This one's gone for the right colour tank, which is going to make it tricky. So I may as well just Vittoria it up and just hope for the best. Let's see how this one goes. Here go my Vittorias. Just trying to think. Okay, if I do this, then that would create a small combo. I was hoping it might have turned into a big combo, which is always kind of the aim of a combo, is just hoping that it turns into a better combo, which sometimes happens, but obviously didn't happen there. It's going to be a risky and controversial move. I'm going to do this. This will then trigger a 5 in a row, which I could see the 5 in a row coming. The danger of doing it that way, of course, is that my heroes might die before the 5 in a row goes off. I'm going to target Michelle next. Michelle again. Oh, that was lucky. It killed CMYK. I was hoping that the random fire would kill somebody. Faintly hoping it was going to kill Japanese Kaishi, who I'm assuming is sort of modelled on a World War II Japanese prisoner of war guard, which is what he looks like. But maybe I've just read too many history books. And last attack, and again, there's no point in me colour taking. I won't use. Well, there's literally no point in using gold to continue now because I'm already out. Essentially, whether I win this or lose it. Okay, I got a feeling I'm going to lose this one. It doesn't look that promising at the moment. Can target the one in the middle. So, right, ghosted load of tiles up through, which is good. I'm going to assume that somebody will hit Nash and Nash will die, which fortunately did happen. I'm now going to target across to Dougal, which may seem a bit random, but if I can... See, there's that dodge thing again. Dougal, there we are, killed by weight of tiles. Pew, 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 pew. Annoying accuracy down guy. My Dougal will restore some life and keep me healthy a bit. Typically enough, the one guy who probably could have been killed there was Crash, but he dodged the tile. Luckily it didn't last. Michelle there with her fairly good attack. And they're both dead, and there we are. 5 out of 5 on my last day. There we are, that's good. Oh no, it's not my last day, is it? It's Thursday. I keep forgetting it's Thursday. There's one more day to go. I keep thinking that would have been, so actually it would have been worth using my 75 gold. So I've still got 75 gold to carry on to my last day, which changes things a bit. So good attacks, pretty poor defensively. Obviously not in the leaderboard because I'm in the top 5%, so I'm not there. See what I get in my hero chest. Stuff. Anyway, there we are. So thank you very much for watching. As ever, it does remain for me to say, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate all the comments, and I will try and reply a little bit more frequently in the next round. I admit it's the world is crushing my soul with every passing day. But other than that, I'm all right. So anyway, take care. All the best. Hova. Goodbye. And it just remains for me to say, as I nearly forgot there, may death come swiftly to your enemy.